Astrology for the week starting Monday, March 9th. Okay, we begin off the week with a Mercury-Venus trine. Now, we just had that same aspect in the middle of February because Mercury is in retrograde now, so it's coming back through. That was the same time we were having the first eclipse and the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. And now we are just coming into the tail end of that eclipse portal. It will dissipate over the course of this week. So we are coming back in to wrap up those themes, right? And then the moon is going into Sagittarius, which is ruled by that Jupiter, and that Jupiter is turning direct on Tuesday. So it's like we're getting some kind of news that's like improving our mood. And if you are a fire sign rising, especially a Leo rising like me, or probably a Sagittarius rising too, you should be so thrilled about this transit, Jupiter going. That's like spring energy, right? We've been in our hibernation mode for winter, and now like we're back out exploring, expanding into the world. Now on Friday the 13th, we have a Mars North Node conjunction, which Mars is the planet of war, aggression, stuff like that. So I'm sure that will have something significant to do like with what's going on in Iran, but also in your personal life. See, we have another Mars Mercury conjunction coming up on the 15th. This is going to touch back to what we were doing in October and November of last year. And that's when things were heating up in Minneapolis, right? So we're going to be touching back on that on a national scale, but also like in your personal life, particularly if you have any planets that are around the center of the water signs. Because when we had this Mercury conjunct Mars in October last year, then Mercury went conjunct and came back through again, and that was in Scorpio, and that was trine the North Node when that happened. And so now we have the same thing happening, but this time it's in Pisces, and it's conjunct the North Node. Because we just had, like, Mercury and Mars were just conjunct last month too, when Mercury went through the first time. So we're kind of like this whole little theme, like we went into the retrogrades like towards the end of last year, like we were moving forward, and then everybody kind of like moved back into like, in the winter, everybody regressed. Like we were moving towards revolution, people were out there, and then people regressed and started like, so we're flipping that around. Also in your personal life, whatever, you know, you'll have to look back and see what you were doing during that time. But we'll be flipping some of that around. And then the Mercury comes through on the North Node on Tuesday next week. And then it's only one more week of Mercury retrograde, and it'll flip back around. Okay, but then April, we're going to be heating up with all those planets in Aries. So we'll see. And then I have classes the week after because I waited till after Mercury retrograde. Okay, so you can still register $44 for either transits or birth chart basics.